On the day India counts its votes on one of the most challenging elections, at least history is being made today, I am joined by at least one union minister who's leading by a huge margin. Mr. Rijiju, welcome to NDTV. First of all, congratulations to you. You are leading by...
Thank you very much.
You are leading in lakhs. Now, since you are a very senior representative of the government now and of the Bharatiya Janata Party too, veteran MP of the BJP, Mr. Rijiju, sum up for me and my viewers, how do you see the election so far? How do you see the trends that have emerged so far?
Well, in my home state in Arunachal Pradesh, we are completely winning the election as per our expectation. But other states, as being reported by media and the Election Commission website, there seems to be some result or some trend which are totally against what we had expected. But overall, the mood and the support base, if you see the entire NDA, there is a very clear-cut case that Modi ji will become Prime Minister for the third time. And it is a historic moment despite so much of negative campaign by the opposition parties trying to wipe up the sentiments of different kinds, playing all kind of negative politics. But still, Modi ji's leadership is being cemented, seem to be, by the people of India. So it's a very clear-cut case that Modi ji will become the Prime Minister of India for the third consecutive time.
So big headline there, Mr. Kiren Rijiju, you are giving us. You're the first union minister who has come out and openly said that Mr. Narendra Modi is becoming the Prime Minister of India for the third consecutive time. Again, as I said, history being made there. First time, again, after Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's multiple terms, this would be the epoch-making elections. However, Mr. Rijiju, many neutral observers would say that this is at best, and I choose my words carefully here, at best, a mixed bag of a result for you, your party, as in not for you individually, you are scoring a thumping majority, but for your party and the NDA. Would you agree with that summation, Mr. Rijiju?
See, Nikunj, in the democratic setup, we have to follow the norms, whatever is being practiced in a democratic system. And in a democracy, the mandate of the people is the guiding principles for all of us to function. In democracy, it is said that voice of the God is same as voice of the people. So voice of the people means voice of the God. We are guided by the people's decision. So whatever result comes, we will humbly accept and then continue to serve the nation. And remember, Nikunj, we will never have a leader like Modi ji again. And from a precarious economic political condition in 2014, India has emerged as a very strong and stable nation. And today the whole global world look up to India for economic stability. And moreover, inside the country, Modi ji has ushered in an era of peace and prosperity for last 10 years. So the same trend will continue in the future. I am absolutely clear and confident that in Modi ji's third term, India will achieve many more milestones, because in the last 6 decades of Congress and their allies rule in India, they reduced India to a poor nation. India's capacity and ability is much more than what the Congress party has reduced India into. So the third term will ensure that India's growth trajectory will get further momentum, and we are looking forward to serve the nation under the leadership of Modi ji. So let us be very clear that Modi ji will serve the nation again as the Prime Minister for the third time.
Mr. Rijiju, it's interesting that you say that you will continue the reforms or the progressive policies of your government in the third term. However, this will now not be a BJP government. as it stands today, as it stands at this moment at least, you are falling well short of a majority. Now, in that case, Mr. Rijiju, NDA will form the government. There's no, I mean, many will say that it will still be a BJP NDA government. But do remember that coalition politics, which will be the NDA politics, will have its own compulsions. And you, Mr. Rijiju, have been a cabinet minister of some very senior portfolios, law minister, prior to that, junior minister in the Ministry of Home Affairs, the most sensitive ministry in the government. Then now you still hold two portfolios concurrently. You know the politics that goes inside a cabinet in running the government. How do you see those challenges coming to the fore and play, Mr. Rijiju?
See, if you look at Modi ji's policy as well as his style of functioning, he believes in Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. It is only opposition parties who are trying to portray in a different manner. Modi ji always takes everybody along. It is Modi ji who said that it is not a battle for BJP alone, it is the NDA. So from the day one, of course, BJP had its own target, but the whole campaign is the NDA family. So it is Modi ji who has brought the entire NDA family together to ensure that India doesn't lose its momentum. The ability of Modi ji to take everybody along, not only political parties. Modi ji takes along everyone, even those who are not in the political system. They are also widely consulted and their confidence are taken into, and then they run the administration. So Modi ji's philosophy of taking along everybody with the spirit of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas is the mantra with which India is going forward. So let us not make any mistake by undermining anything out of this result. And we are waiting for the final result to come. Still, the counting process is still going on. But we must always believe that the mandate of the people will be always respected, and India will continue to grow under the leadership of Modi ji. And Modi ji has the ability to make the whole country united to deal with any kind of situation. Some people may try to break the country and create divisions and fissures in the society, but Modi ji believes in Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas.
So you think, Mr. Rijiju, that's an interesting point you make. You think that Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas will now also apply to the political allies. Now let me also put you a political question, Mr. Rijiju. और ये सवाल मैं आपसे हिंदी में पूछूंगा क्योंकि हमारे सहयोगी चैनल NDTV इंडिया जो है वो भी आपके साथ में आपको जोड़ना चाहता है अपने साथ में. मैं ये पूछना चाहता हूँ मिस्टर रिजिजू, ये देखते हुए कि इस समय आपके जो दो बड़े आखिरी मिनट के अलाइज हैं एक तरह से, जैसे कि चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी जिनसे आपका अलायंस ऑलमोस्ट आखिरी हफ्तों में स्टिच हुआ, उसी तरह से नीतीश कुमार जो इंडिया छोड़ के आपके पास आए, दोनों तकरीबन इतने नंबर्स ला रहे हैं जिनको मिलाकर के आपकी सरकार का काम पूरा हो जाएगा. ये अभी की स्थिति है. अभी की स्थिति के बारे में हम बात कर सकते हैं, शाम तक हो सकता है ये स्थिति बदल जाए. ऐसी स्थिति में आपको लगता है कि कहीं ना कहीं अगर ये एलाइज ना होते तो ये चुनाव आपके हाथ से स्लिप भी कर सकता था?
नहीं, ये इस तरह का आंकलन करना सही नहीं है. अभी तो इलेक्शन रिजल्ट अभी तो आया नहीं, अभी तो ट्रेंड चल रहे हैं और जैसे ट्रेंड आते जाएंगे तो नतीजा भी उसके हिसाब से धीरे धीरे आते रहेंगे. लेकिन मेरा इतना कहना है कि मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में सारा एनडीए ने चुनाव लड़ा और मोदी जी के नेतृत्व को देश ने भरोसा करके फिर से एनडीए को मेजॉरिटी देने का कगार पे है. तो इस पे कोई कन्फ्यूजन हम लोगों का मन में नहीं होना चाहिए कि जिस तरीके से प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी ने पूरे देश को एकजुट रख करके और हर समाज को साथ में समावित करते हुए सबका साथ सबका विकास के मंत्र से जिस तरीके से 10 साल में एक नई दिशा भारत को दिया है और बहुत मजबूत राष्ट्र के रूप में भारत उभर के आए हैं, तो आगे भी मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में देश और आगे बढ़ते रहेंगे. सब लोग यही चाहेंगे, हम सिर्फ नहीं, हर एक भारतीय यही चाहेंगे कि मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में भारत एक ताकतवर राष्ट्र के रूप में उभर के आएंगे.
कम से कम आपकी ये बात जो सब भारतीय चाहेंगे, वोट परसेंटेज में जरूर दिखाई दे रही है। बीजेपी और 46% के आसपास के वोट शेयर में जा रही है। हालांकि हमें ये भूलना नहीं चाहिए, पहला चुनाव है जिसमें शायद दोनों बड़े धड़े जो हैं वो 40% से ऊपर वोट लेकर के बैठे हैं इस समय तक। मिस्टर रिजिजू, ये दिस इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग दैट यू से कि एनडीए के एकजुट होने और एनडीए के मिस्टर मोदी के नेतृत्व में चुनाव लड़ने पे किसी को शक नहीं होना चाहिए, क्योंकि सारे एनडीए ने मिस्टर मोदी के नेतृत्व में चुनाव लड़ा। लेकिन ये बात आपके एलाइज भी मानते हैं क्या मिस्टर रिजिजू?
अरे सब इसमें मानने नहीं मानने का बात ही नहीं है ना। इसमें तो मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में ही हम चुनाव लड़े हैं और मोदी जी हर एक कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी में जाते हैं तो वो सिर्फ वो बीजेपी कैंडिडेट के लिए नहीं, वो एनडीए कैंडिडेट्स के लिए भी उतना ही मोदी जी प्रचार किया है जितना एक बीजेपी का कैंडिडेट के लिए किया है। इसलिए इसमें कोई कन्फ्यूजन नहीं होना चाहिए। और इसमें कुछ लोग तरह तरह का बातें करने का कोशिश करेंगे, इसमें कोई दम नहीं है, क्योंकि एकजुट होकर के एनडीए ने मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में चुनाव लड़ा है। तो मोदी जी के नेतृत्व का तो कोई मुकाबला तो है नहीं देश में। जो आपका जो इंडी गठबंधन है वो तो अभी से लड़ने लग गया है। वो चुनाव में तो आप देखा है, कोई ना पश्चिम बंगाल में साथ है, ना पंजाब में साथ है, ना केरला में साथ है। उनका तो एक कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी गठबंधन है। अब आप केरला में जाके देखिए, वो कांग्रेस और कम्युनिस्ट के बीच में कितना मारकाट है। अब बंगाल में जाइए, कांग्रेस और तृणमूल के बीच में क्या हालत है। पंजाब में जाके देखिए, आम आदमी और कांग्रेस के बीच में कितना गाला गाली चलते हैं। तो उसमें तो कोई अलायंस तो था नहीं, वो तो एक अपॉर्चुनिस्टिक अलायंस बनाया चुनाव के लिए, सिर्फ कुर्सी के लिए। लेकिन एनडीए तो कुर्सी के लिए नहीं, देश बनाने के लिए चुनाव लड़ा है। इसलिए एनडीए में तो आपने देखा नहीं होगा कहीं भी एनडीए के दलों के बीच में कोई कटास हो, कोई मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग, कोई आपस में तालमेल का कोई कमी तो दिखाई नहीं दिया। लेकिन जो इंडिया गठबंधन जो आप लोग कहते हैं उसमें तो पूरा विरोधाभास है। इसमें तो चुनाव लड़ने से पहले ही वो एक साथ नहीं थे और आगे तो टूट फूट होकर तो वो तो साथ में काम नहीं कर सकते हैं। वो तो जो परिवारवाद को मानने वाले डायनेस्टिक पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज लोग मिलकर के मोदी जी को गिराने का जो कोशिश किया है, देश तो मानेगा नहीं ना। ऐसा परिस्थिति में देश और मजबूत से मोदी जी के साथ खड़ा होंगे। आप आगे देखते रहिए, मोदी जी किसी भी हालत से भारत का तीसरी बार प्रधानमंत्री बन के देश को बहुत आगे ले जाएंगे। और
ये इंटरेस्टिंग है मिस्टर रिजिजू दैट यू ब्रिंग मी टू दिस पॉइंट ऑफ डायनेस्टीज इन उत्तर प्रदेश, इन द स्टेट वेयर इट इज सेड दैट डिसाइड्स द पॉलिटिकल फ्यूचर ऑफ इंडिया. Heir of Mr. Mulayam Singh and Samajwadi Party's young leader Akhilesh Yadav has certainly stunned BJP. And you have a state government there. BJP was banking on Ram Temple as well to put wind in its sails. What has gone wrong, Mr. Rijiju? Many people will say that, you know, the Uttar Pradesh results are completely diametrically opposite to what you people were expecting all along.
No, it is difficult to analyze the result right now because it is only the election trend which are coming. Let the result come and party leadership will look into all the things, because election is not one time. Election is a continuous process. We have municipal election, panchayat elections, then Lok Sabha, Vidhan Sabha. So in India, we have a vibrant democracy which keeps on having different kind of elections, and it gives different result at different time. But what I'm saying is the fundamental point where NDA has gone to this election with a complete, understanding as a team, whereas the India Alliance, they just formed a group without any kind of understanding or any kind of similarities. They are opportunistic parties coming together for the sake of occupying the power. So there's a huge difference between NDA and the India Alliance. You can't compare. I won't even call India Alliance as a proper formal alliance, because they are fighting each other before election, now and the future also.
They are fighting amongst each other, and NDA expanded at the last moment. We saw probably the largest number of parties joining NDA before the NDA finally took its latest shape. But Mr. Rijiju, an alliance will remain an alliance. and one will have to keep in mind that the alliances perform quite differently from what a single party or single party majority government performs. However, my question to you is slightly different. My question to you, Mr. Rijiju, is that many people, including the pollsters, had written off the regional parties. In the Northeast also, Sikkim saw the massive mandate for a regional party. In the entire country also, we are almost seeing the resurgence of regional parties, be it Andhra, be it Uttar Pradesh, be it some other North Indian states even put together. Do you think that India is now going back to a coalition era? Many neutral observers are saying that this is the return of coalition era. Do you agree with that summation, Mr. Rijiju, or would you have differing views on that?
Nikunj, as I had said earlier, before the final result is out, it is difficult for me or for anybody to make a political analysis of the ongoing election result. In a way, different states have different sentiments and different compositions and different political formations. So in some areas, regional parties are strong. In many areas, national parties are strong. But one thing is very clear, that BJP is today the only pan-India national party. Congress is, reduced to a very, insignificant party in many of the states and union territories. So if you see that it's only because of Modi ji's leadership that the party has grown, from North and Western centric party to pan-India party now. So I'm very proud as a member of Bharatiya Janata Party that today we have a party and a Prime Minister under whose leadership the country is standing unitedly and also marching ahead as a proud nation. So let us not mix up about the leadership and some of the regional parties winning some of the seats in the some pockets of our country. But overall, you can ask anybody. It is across the country where people believe that Modi ji is the only national leader today who can fulfill the aspiration of the people of India.
Mr. Rijiju, before I let you go, I know you are a busy man today. You will have to not only track the results of your own constituency, but entire Northeast and then some of your cabinet colleagues as well. Before I let you go, let me ask you one question. One question that is in the mind, or rather topmost in the minds of many, and one question that some people are trying to answer on their own. Do you think this entire slogan of Ab ki baar 400 par somehow was taken into a zone which made it as if there is something completely negative aligned to it, and that boomeranged on your party, Mr. Rijiju?
No, this kind of assessment and this kind of observation may not be true, because the winning and losing of elections are because of many reasons. Many things can be attributed to election victory as well as election loss. But because the expectation was so high, so people may think that, okay, the NDA has not crossed 400. But NDA is winning the election. That is a big thing. In politics, in Hindi also you have heard saying, no, jo jita wo Sikandar. So winning election as a as a true democrat, as a person, as a citizen of this country, we believe in fighting the election in the true spirit of democracy, and we will go by the mandate of the people. So let us not go into deep analysis of the election right now, because most of the seats are still showing the trend. It's not the final result yet. So let us wait for some more time.
Very much, Mr. Rijiju.